Hi everybody and welcome back to Toons Reviews. Today we are going to be discussing 5 warm weather fragrances to set you apart from everyone else. So keep it tuned and check out some of my favorite freshies. With the warm weather coming up, it is time for you all to be getting excited for all those playful little dates that you can have on the beach and going out with your friends and doing shenanigans at nighttime and drinking and partying and, whatever. Like biking, rollerblading, go ahead and do some good old-fashioned longboarding, which is one of my favorite things that I used to do a couple years ago. And I think that it's really important to wear fragrances that are not going to choke you and everyone out around you, but also being somewhat unique with what you're wearing. And these are 5 of my favorite fresh fragrances that I cannot wait to be pulling for when the weather gets to be around that 75 degree and up margin. So let's kick it off with number 5, and this is kind of more of a nuclear one. This one is one that you're going to want to wear for like around the 70 to maybe at most 80 degree days, and I'm telling you right now, 1 to 2 sprays tops. This is Profumum Roma's ACQUA de Sale, and ACQUA de Sale is my favorite true-to-life aquatic fragrance. I don't even like aquatic fragrances, so I don't know how I have become so drawn to this, but at the beginning of lockdown, when COVID first struck, I had discovered this fragrance. I was trying fragrances that, I otherwise was kind of turned off by, or thought that I'd be turned off by, and checking out categories that I wouldn't have been drawn to typically, and this was one that I was really pleasantly surprised by. I purchased an 18 ml travel spray, which you can see I ran through, and now we have the big boy here, the 100 ml bottle. This is just a beautiful sea salt, oceanic breeze. It has a little bit of like a suntan lotion vibe, a little tinge of like a coconutty thing. Of course, that's not listed there, but this plays tricks on your skin. So this is one that's going to either be totally loved or totally hated, I think. This is like a very polarizing fragrance. But for me, I love it. It's an interesting aquatic. It is so good. And it doesn't make me feel too like nauseated by the oceanic smell. A lot of the time I'll get that kind of vibe from seaweed. This seaweed is listed as a note, I believe, but I don't get a whole bunch of it. It's more of that oceanic saltiness. This is such a good fragrance. I highly recommend it. And again, even though it is probably the most expensive on the list, it's one that will last you for forever, and it's just nuclear with its projection and longevity. So that is ACQUA de Sale by Profumum Roma, coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have one that I've been talking about a lot lately, and that is because this has quickly become one of my favorite freshy fragrances, and one that really surprised me with how much that I love it, especially given the nature of the kind of fragrance that it is. It's got a lot of florals in it, which I've been more and more drawn to florals as of the last year or so, which is something that really wasn't like something that would be my forte before, so it's been an interesting metamorphosis in my scent journey. This is Senyoko's Migration de l'Arbre, and this is so beautiful. There is a lot of sweetness in it from some kind of nectary fruit, a little bit of red fruit, a little bit of some citrus, and it has a great cedarwood backbone, but there's some gorgeous florals in here and a very beautiful ozonic note. So it's airy, it's playful. It is just spring in a bottle to me, like a really beautiful, sunny, lush spring day with birds chirping. That is really what this reminds me of. And it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's good for any time. This gets a lot of compliments too. I've worn this several times in the last couple weeks, and especially my fiance has really loved it. So highly recommend it. It is around $200 for a 50 ml bottle, so it's a pricey little thing, but the longevity and projection is also really great on this. So check it out if you can. Senyoko Migration de l'Arbre. Beautiful, beautiful concoction of those fruits and ozonic notes and a little bit of woodiness and a lot of florals. So check it out. Coming in at number 3 is a newbie. This is from Day 3. Again, I will link down below Day 3's website because a few of you have been asking about Midnight Whisper as well. This is Del Mar. Del Mar is gorgeous. It is very straightforward, very minimalistic in the sense of its development on skin. It's linear, but in a good way. It's pretty much a sandy beach with coconut. There's a little ozonic touch in there, like a sandy touch in there, like a hot white sand with a fleshy, true-to-life coconut. It's not overly sweet for any of you out there that are really maybe nauseated or turned off by that artificial sweetened coconut note. This is a very, very real, raw coconut smell to me. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's a sunny day in a bottle. And again, for the price of what you're getting this for, I cannot recommend it enough. This is very much along the lines of Arquiste Sydney Rock Pool, which is about $195 or $200 for 100 ml. And this is like 80 or 85 or something like that. Forgive me, I'll link it down below. It's around there though for a 50 ml bottle, so they're very similar if you do like Arquiste Sydney Rock Pool. But if you're looking for that true-to-life coconut beach vibe fragrance, I love this stuff and I can't wait to start wearing it more and more as the hotter days are approaching. This is kind of like a 75 degrees and up kind of scenario for me. So going to have fun at the beach with your friends, check out Del Mar. Coming in at number 2 is, oh my goodness, this has made it into probably my top 30 favorite fragrances of all time. And I've only owned this for about a year. That's how quickly I've really come to that determination that it's that good to me. This is like, yeah, this is tied with my favorite freshie of all time, probably, or along those lines. Anyways, quit babbling, Tim. This is Ramon Managal's Ibiza La Isla Blanca. Now, this is just gorgeous. This is happiness in a bottle. This is like a delicious fruit cocktail. And I mean cocktail with a little bit of booze in there, too. On the beach. It is just beautiful. I get coconut leaves. There's a little greenness in there, crispness. Some pineapple, coconut, and just a really gorgeous, I think it's frangipani maybe. So there's like a little tiny tinge of like a suntan, sunskin thing there, but barely, you know, it's just in the background. And it really just is this ozonic, oceanic accord that adds this whimsical element that goes throughout the life of the fragrance with the coconut and pineapple vibe. It is beautiful. This is, again, one of the fragrances that I wear that makes me feel happy. This is just great for going out with your friends, going out to a bar, seeing some live music, or going to a festival, something like that. It's playful, it's flirty, it's just such an uplifting fragrance. It's crisp, and it's one that I gotta say is a huge compliment magnet. One that also has really good longevity and projection on my skin. I'm getting at least 7 hours, which is, again, great for these fresher fragrances. And I really do feel like this is like the quintessential beach scent. I feel like this is those 80-degree days and higher, you know, you're humid, sweaty, and it's just going to project off you like a beast. So highly recommend it. Ramon Managal's La Isla Blanca, beautiful fragrance. And coming in at number 1, Frappin. This is in my top 10 favorites of all time. I've owned a bottle of this for almost a decade. I've gone through 3 bottles of it in a decade. And yeah, this is Luministe. Luministe is a gin and tonic. It is gorgeous. It's got a lemony, limey zing that kind of feels like almost like a Sprite. It has that bubbly, fizzy tonic feel with gin. And a really beautiful, clean, effervescent musk that really kind of makes this feel like the more you sweat, the more you project it, the more it smells good to other people. And this is one of my most complimented fragrances among people that know me. Again, it's not going to project like a beast or anything like that. In fact, this is probably the one that projects the least out of all of them. However, if you're looking for a staple, an everyday driver, a signature scent for the warmer weather, look no further. This stuff is just so gorgeous. It's timeless. It's beautiful. It is something that is just so straightforward in its approach and what it's trying to accomplish. and I think that it is one of the best fragrances I've ever tried on the fresh end of fragrance, if not the best, and I really do love it. So Lumini's coming in at number 1. It's a beautiful scent for anytime, any place, anywhere as far as the warmer weather. So if you're looking for that Swiss Army knife, I definitely think you should check this out. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all for being with me for another list video, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.